Hey YouTube, I'm David from Bubbachunk Development. This is WordPress start to finish, step-by-step guide to learning WordPress and getting your website online. This is part 6, how to create and organize the content on your WordPress site. In part 5, I showed you how to customize your newly installed WordPress theme. Here in part 6, I'll be showing you how to create and organize content on your WordPress site. I'll show you how to change your URL structure, and I'll go over how to create pages, posts, categories, and tags. I'll also go over how to organize your posts with the categories and tags we create. So without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright, now as you can see when you go to your WordPress site, the only content you have is a sample page and a sample post. Now, if you click on that post or your sample page, you'll notice up in the URL bar, your URL says $p = 1. And on your sample page, $page ID = 2. Now, this is your permalink structure. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is change that structure. So you can go to Dashboard, and then go down to Settings, Permalinks. Now, I usually use just the post name. This helps visitors and robots identify where they are on your website. But you can technically use any of these. The Google bots are still going to index your page, and visitors are still going to have a general idea of where they're at, but post name looks the best to me. So I'm going to select post name. After we do that, we'll go down and save changes. And then we'll go back to our site and check that out. Alright, now when we click on our post, you'll see that it's now your domain / the post name, which is Hello World. And if we go to that sample page, it'll be your domain / sample page. So it just gives you a better idea of where you are at on the website. So now that we have the permalinks configured, we can go back to here, and this sample post and the sample page you're not really going to want. You can edit them if you want, but I prefer to just delete them and start over. So let's go to our dashboard, and we'll click on posts, and we'll just trash this post. Alright, now that post is gone. If we go back to our site, nowhere to be found. That's awesome. Alright, now we'll go back to our dashboard, and then we'll go to posts, and then we'll go to categories. Alright, now categories are going to be the category for your post. So this website is for web development tutorials. So the first category I'm going to make is going to be tutorial. And then a URL slug. I'll just keep it the same and put tutorial. And this is going to be a parent category, so I'll keep that as none. And then I'll give it a short description. And then I'll add that category. And then I'll create a new category. I'll make it a video, because this is a video tutorial. add new category. So now that I have my main two categories completed, I'm going to go to tags, and then we'll create some tags. I'll name my first tag WordPress because these are WordPress tutorials. Add tag. And then I'll make another tag called PHP. Add new tag. And then I'll create another tag named tutorials. And then I'll add that tag. And then I'll make another tag called WP Engine. Add new tag. Alright, now your tags and your categories are probably going to be different depending on what your website is about. But for right now, I've added a few tags and a few categories. So now we can create a post. So we'll click on Post, and then we'll click on Add New. Now the first thing we're going to enter is a title for our post. And then I'm just going to name this post Building a WordPress Website from Start to Finish Overview. Alright, and now we can add some content to this post. Now, as a rule of thumb, when you create content, you want it to be at least 500 words. Any less than 500 words, and Google bots aren't going to like that when they go to index your site, and they'll think that you're just trying to drive traffic with whatever keywords you're using. But I'll go over that more in part 8. Search engine optimization for your WordPress site. So I've already got some content created. I'm just going to copy it onto here. So I'll just add a little small paragraph. And then I'm going to add an image. So to add an image, you go to Add Media. And then I already have an image on the desktop I'm going to drag over. Now that that's uploaded, we can edit some information about this. For the title of this image, we're going to want it to be descriptive to the content that we're creating. So I'm going to make the title of this image Introduction to WordPress. And then I'm going to add alt text, intro to WordPress, start to finish, overview, and then I'm going to hit insert into post. And now that'll insert this image right into this post. So then we can make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to make it 900 pixels wide. The actual image is 1920 by 1080. Now I'm going to select this post or this image and I'm going to center it. Now it may look fuzzy right now because I stretched it out from its thumbnail view, but when the post is on the website, as I'll show you in a minute, that fuzziness will go away. It'll use the actual image. So let's skip down. And let's add a little bit more information for this post. There we go. And now I'm going to want to add a video to this post. Now, adding a video to this post is a little bit different because videos are usually way too large to actually upload to your site. So if you have a video on YouTube or any video sharing site that allows you to embed that video, you can grab that embed code and actually drag it right into here and it'll put the video in your post. So right now I'll go to YouTube, and as you can see I have an overview video. So we can go to share, embed, and we can just grab up that embed code right there, copy that. And then we'll go back to our post, and now we're going to want to switch this to text. So after that's in text, we can go ahead and copy this in, or paste that in. Then we'll skip down a couple lines and go back to visual. Now as you can see, it brought that video right into our post. Now, this looks a little odd because it's way off to the side and our image is centered. So I'm actually going to want to go back to text. And I'm going to want to put some HTML tags around this. So I'm just going to use the center tags. We have our opening and closing tag around that video. So we'll go back to visual. And now you can see the video is now centered right in the middle of our post. So from here, I'll add the rest of my text content. And now we have a post. Alright, so now after we create a post, we can choose what sidebar we want to use. I'm going to use the post sidebar. And it gives us an option for a header animation. I believe this is theme specific. I use the zoom out effect, see what that's all about. And now you can preview this post. First though, I'm going to save a draft. And then I'm going to hit preview. And this is what the post will look like. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to that. And now we can put a category for this. Now the main category is going to be tutorial. So I'm going to check that. I'm going to uncheck uncategorized. I'm also going to check video. And from this menu here, you can actually create new categories if you'd like. And you can create new tags by adding them here. Or you can choose the most common tags that you've used. For tags on this, I'm going to use WordPress. I'm just going to add that in. I'm going to use tutorial. add that in. We use WP Engine, and I'll add that in. And now our post is almost done. The next thing I'm going to do for this post is set a featured image. You can do that right here at the bottom right corner. Set featured image. And I'm actually going to use that image that I uploaded into the post as the featured image. So I'll click on that. And as you can see, our title and our alt text is already still there. So I'm going to set featured image. And you can see our image has been set. So now from here, if everything's set up the way you'd like it, and you're happy with your post, you can now click Publish. Publishing a post will automatically upload it to your post page, and it'll now be on your website ready to go. So now we'll check out the site. Let's visit site. And you can now see that we have content. We have a new post on the site. It gives you a short excerpt of the post. It tells you the categories of it, title, and the featured image. It'll also now show up in our recent posts, and it'll show up over on our tabbed widget, which is the recent, popular. It doesn't have any comments, and the tags. So we'll set that back to default. You'll also notice that since we added tags to a post, they now show up in our tag cloud. So when you click on, say, tutorial, it'll show you every post on your website that's tagged with tutorial. Now the next thing we're going to look at is page creation. So you can see that right now we have the sample page that came installed with WordPress. So you can either edit or delete this page. I'm going to choose to delete this page. So I'll come over to my dashboard and we'll go to Pages. And you can select this page and click Trash. And now we can go to Pages, Add New. Alright, now the first page I'm going to add is an About page. So for the page title, I'll just put About. And then we can add our content for this page. I'm just going to copy my existing About page onto here. So now we have some content on here. And then we can set a featured image. So I'm going to add my About page image. And I'll rename this page or this image About BC Dev. And I'll add my alt text. And I'll set featured image. And those are the basic options for creating a page. If we go up here to screen options, you can see that we can also enable the discussion, which allows people to comment on your page. You can also add a slug. I'm going to add a slug. And You can also display the author of that page, and you can choose whether you want this a 1-column or a 2-column. So your main content only, or your main content plus that sidebar. So I'm going to keep it a 2-column. I'll close up my screen options. And now for the slug, I'll just simply put about. And now this page is exactly how I want it. So I'll hit publish. And then we can go to our dashboard and visit site. And now you'll see that we have an about page. So I'm going to click on about. And we have our page all set up and ready to go. Alright, now you can see that this is pretty simple. It's got the page title right here, and it's got your text content right here. But just like in the post, we can add an image to this page. We can add videos to this page. We can add basically anything you'd want to this page, just like you can a post. So I'm going to demonstrate that now. If we go to, let's go back to that page. We can hit edit page right up here. And I'll add that image or featured image right to this page. So I'll hit enter. And right here I'll add media. I'll add our about page. Make this 900 pixels wide. There we go. And then I'm going to center that image. And then I'll update this page. Update. Now if we go back to view this page, visit site, about, our image is displayed, and so is our text content. We can also see that this page is now at our domain /about. Now this about right here is the slug that we entered when we created this page. And that is how you create content on your WordPress site. I've now showed you how to create categories, tags, posts, and pages. You can create as many pages as you want. You're not limited on pages. You are, however, limited on space up here. So I'm going to create 2 more pages, and I'll show you how you can deal with that space up there. So let's add a new page. I'm just going to title this page Contact. Screen options. Slug is already selected, so we can add contact in the slug. I'm not going to put any content on this page right now because this is just an example, so I'll hit publish. Now I'll create another new page. And as an example, I'll type in contact 2. Contact 2 for the slug. And then I'll publish this page. And now I'll go back to visit the site. Now maybe these are out of order, or you want to change the order, or if you're getting too many pages, if you have pages that are related, you can nest them. So now I'll show you how to do that. We can go back to our dashboard, and now we'll go to Appearance, Menus. And this will show you your menu structure. So perhaps you want to just change the order. We can go like that. Now we'll hit Create Menu to save those changes. And we'll save this menu. And then we'll go to our theme customization. And then when we go to Menus, Menu 1, this is what our menu would look like. Now if we go back, Menu Locations, our primary menu will select Menu 1, save and publish. And as you can see, our menu has been updated. So now Contact 2 is over here, and your home page has been added. So now if we go back and we hit Menus, now we can also nest pages in our menus. So we can click this and bring it over just a little bit, and now it'll nest Contact 2 under Contact Me. So we'll save that. And now as you can see, if we go over here to Contact Me, there's this little arrow, and it'll bring a drop down box, Contact 2. So that's pretty useful. And you also have an option to automatically add new top level pages to this menu. So if we check this box and we hit Save and Publish, and then we exit out of our customization menu, and we can visit our site. Contact 2 is nested underneath Contact Me. So we'll hit New Page. And now, as an example, we'll enter Contact 3. So we'll publish this page. And now if we go back to our site, we'll see that this new page, Contact 3, has already automatically been updated and added to this menu. Now again, if you want to nest this underneath Contact Me, we can go back to our dashboard. We'll go to Appearance, Customize, then we'll go to Menus, Menu 1, and we'll just simply click and drag this over a little bit. Now that page has been nested as well. Save and publish, and we'll notice that when this drops down, both pages are nested underneath Contact Me. So then if you want to reorder these pages, it's as simple as clicking the page that you want to reorder and dragging it up or down. So now if we save and publish, Contact 3 is now on top, Contact 2 is on the bottom, and they're both still nested underneath Contact Me. So right now I don't really need these two pages, these were just an example. So I'll exit out of this customization menu, and I'll go ahead and hit Pages, and this will show you all the pages on your website. So under Contact 2, I'll simply trash this page. And under Contact 3, again, I'll simply trash this page. Alright, now we'll go back to view our site, and you'll see that there's nothing nested under Contact Me anymore, and those pages have been deleted successfully. Now you'll also notice that as we've been creating pages up here and pages on our website, if we go down to our footer where we have our sitemap, you'll notice that these pages are now in our sitemap. So from down on the footer, you can see the About page and you can see the Contact Me page. Alright, I've now shown you how to create categories, tags, pages, and posts on your WordPress site, as well as configure the permalink structure. I've hoped this video helps, and I hope to see you in part 7, how to find, install, and use WordPress plugins to enhance your website. If you'd like to learn more, you can visit my website at www.bubbachunksdevelopment.com. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links will be posted down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.